and welcome to Strictly Businews. I am Alfonso Santinello. To my left is Corey Vittoramo, and we have a first-time guest today. We have Kristen Dermanian. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. We have some interesting topics. I kind of wanted to pick some different ones, and Kristen has the same kind of smart-assness as we do, so I figured it would be kind of fun to see what she has to say about this. So we can go on our first topics. LeBron James to pitch Dunkin' Donuts in Asia. Basically, he's going to be like a brand ambassador in China, Taiwan, India, South Korea. Let's see, multi-year marketing partnerships. So he'll be doing this for a few years. I just don't. Does he have to speak Asian? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, his Nike commercials are good. He's really good on camera.
Yeah.
I just don't know, like, how is he going to be, like,
Maybe he just needs to eat the donuts, but then he's probably not going to be able to play pro sports anymore if he eats too many donuts, right?
And what kind of impression does that give?
Do you think they'll eat the tuna sandwiches there? Because no one eats them here.
I mean, he's going to be pretty tall there, too.
Yeah, he's really going to tower over us. That's a very good point.
He's going to be taller than their buildings.
He's only 27 years old, though. I mean,
know.
I think of, like, he has a multi-year marketing partnership with, like, all these huge businesses.
Nike, he has Nike, Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know what else he has. I just know him for the commercials, but...
I hope he has time to play basketball.
Basketball, what's that?
Is he single?
No, I think he's married to some reality TV person, naturally.
No, I think that they just... I'm not sure. I only have it's his 9th year in the NBA season.
Yeah, he was one of the last people before they made the rule that they can't draft from high school. They have to draft from college.
Oh.
So he was one of the last.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what happened
Who
to
knew?
Businews.
Alan knows so much about sports.
I know, shocking. This just in. Next topic. They are going to be releasing Cupcake ATMs. Yes, that is right.
It's crazy.
What a fudging mistake. This company called Sprinkles is a gourmet cupcake chain with 10 locations nationally. Can they say that? If you only have 10 locations, can you say nationally? Because that isn't nationally like more than 10. Anyway.
I guess it depends on where they are.
Yeah, they're based in California. They're going to open one ATM for now and see how it goes in their original location. It's a 24-hour cupcake ATM, so people just pay, and it's like a cupcake
like a vending
comes
machine.
out. Like a
vending machine.
Exactly, yes.
It holds 600 cupcakes at a time.
Yeah, and it's, what did it say, $4 compared to $3.50 in the store? I mean, it's, like, what other ATMs are going to come out with now? Like Taco Bell, McDonald's?
It's a vending machine. It's totally stupid. It's a vending machine.
No,
You want a ding dong or ho ho? Get it.
I think it's nuts. I think that, although I do think that it's a good business venture, but it's like, imagine if we were in Denmark and they had the first fat tax. I mean, if they're coming out with cupcake vending machines now, I mean, it's craziness.
Yeah, just imagine all the people that already aren't, well in shape and just walking around aimlessly, I want a cupcake. And, some people probably would buy more than a dozen.
Yeah, and you save 50 cents if you actually walked in the store, but God forbid you take a couple extra steps, right?
I wonder if they're like drive-up ATMs.
Through the tube.
I'd like to make a deposit and a cupcake. I just think, what have we come to? Like, our entire world, whether it's TV shows or, like, Cake Boss, he has his own, like, you can go to his, like, concerts or whatever. Our whole life revolves around cupcakes. Give me a break, people.
Yeah, there are a lot of people obsessed with cupcakes. Aubrey, I know you're watching this. But it is a fad. There's cupcake trucks everywhere now. I think around here, Western Mass, there's actually been a couple cupcake places that have opened. There's one in Westfield and one in Longmeadow, I think.
You go to weddings, they have cupcakes. You go to showers, they have cupcakes. I was in New York City and there was this place, I can't think of what the name of it is.
Magnolia?
Mini cupcakes. No, but I've been there too, yes. And they have cupcakes.
Yeah,
it's like everybody
place.
has crazy cupcakes. I've been to Vegas and it was like make your own cupcake and...
Really, I can do that at home for a lot cheaper.
Well, then we wonder why everyone is so overweight. Go to the gym, not cupcakes. Not the ATM, the vending machine.
So Netflix is losing 1,000 of its movies. Starz is ending their contract. What? Can't Starz end contracts with Netflix?
I know, but I thought you said it's movie stars.
No, regular,
You were
the
like,
channel
movies,
Starz.
There are movie stars in the movies that
Yeah.
will be pulled, but
Movie stars.
Anyway, the channel Starz has announced in September of this past year, 2011, that they were going to end when their contract was up, they weren't going to renew with Netflix. So this past week, it actually ended, and it's actually over 1,000 different movies and shows. But like, Netflix has been getting a bad reputation, so it's smart for them not to renew, I think.
absolutely. And if you look back over the past year, the Starz movies that are being viewed only account for 2% of all the movies that have been viewed on Netflix or shows. So it's really not that big of a deal. And you're
Yeah.
paying $8 a month.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Right.
And that's what Starz wanted. They wanted to keep their pricing and packaging exclusive to hold value, and so that people that have Starz on Netflix, whatever. So I think it's a smart move for them. Netflix is coming up with their own shows now, and they're trying to market and try to compete with actual cable shows. And I think Netflix is gonna fold.
Well,
personally.
yeah, I know, but I mean, they're trying to beef up their television offerings. They did say that they're coming out with. They debuted last month their own television series, like Lifetime. Like, I don't get it. But they're trying to beat the competition, so you got to give them credit. I mean, they still are around. It's not like they're Kodak.
No.
You know?
And if you
Yeah,
look at
Kodak
the
is
movies
around.
that they're talking about, Toy Story 3, Billy Madison, I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, probably not,
You don't want to watch it on Netflix. Lastly, Foursquare co-founder is leaving. He announced it this past week that he's leaving. This will be his last month working there. He started the company 3 years ago, and he just thinks it's his time to leave, and he wanted to move on. He doesn't even know what he's going to be doing yet, but he was just kind of thinks that, like, it's time for him to go. So I guess he was talking to one of the co-founders and kind of just planning it out, and now it's he's leaving. And I don't know do you guys use Foursquare?
I don't.
I don't.
Do you know what Foursquare is? I will ask you
Yes.
because I know you don't.
I was actually going to bring up like what it is and what are the benefits to it.
So Foursquare, when you go to a location, you can check in. So it's a mobile app. You can go through the website, but you really can't check in through the website. But it's a mobile app. When you go to a location, you can check in. If it's a business, a restaurant, retail stores, there are opportunities where they can sign up with Foursquare and offer deals. So it's not like Groupon where you have to buy it and you get cheapened and the business doesn't get it. It's
Right.
a business, let's say like a restaurant goes in, you spend $20, get $5 off if
Okay.
you check in through Foursquare.
Okay.
And then, show it to the server and it works. So the restaurants or the businesses can make their own deals and when it goes through Foursquare. So I like it. I use it, most of the time I use it is when I go to like networking events and I check in so I let people know like this is where the event is because the address comes up and it checks in and and when I'm on vacation just to, rub it in people's faces. But but I personally, there are people that constantly check into everything, like, same thing with any social site where those compulsive people, but it's moving in 3 years, it's grown dramatically in 3 years.
I can't believe that he's already moving on to bigger and better things after 3 years.
Yeah.
It just seems so new to me. I mean, I think about where I am in my career. This is a new company for me. In 3 years, I'm finally getting to that point where I'm maybe a little bit complacent, but things are new every single day.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, like, what's not being said.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something. Maybe he had an argument with the co-founder, and they, just decided to let us say that he was leaving instead of, getting fired or whatever. So there could be something going on in the back end that no one knows. I mean, if he doesn't know what he's doing when he leaves the business he started, it's like, for me, like, it's my business is my baby.
Right.
I'm not gonna like get up and leave it because I don't know what I want to do, but I'm done with this. And like wash your hand. I think there's something going on in the back end.
Well, hopefully he'll check in wherever he decides to go. Wherever he is. I mean, that would, we'll follow him. He obviously has a good business mind.
You're
I don't
awesome.
check in anywhere. I think it's like Big Brother watching you. I have a real problem with it. I think once in a while I go to social networking events and stuff, and it's okay to kind of promote wherever you're at. But to be checking in all the time, someone constantly has tabs on you and knows exactly where you are.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, if you're afraid something's gonna happen, don't hang out with those people, so nothing will happen. But there are compulsive check-in-ers.
Yeah.
That's how you say
Or the taggers who tag you and everything. You're like, oh God, I didn't tell anyone I was here. Stop.
Yeah. That's happened. I'll have to untag you that you're filming in the studio.
You're okay.
All right, well, that's all we have for today. Kristen, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And we will be back with another awesome segment of For Real. Okay.
We're all like head nods.
Yeah. And welcome to For Real. This one, I think we actually have a good For Real for the first time.
For real.
PayPal is actually going to be debuting into retail stores and restaurants now.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be coming up. The 2,000 Hope Depots will be launching in where, when you swipe your card or whatever, you can hit the button and instead of paying credit, debit, or cash, there's going to be a PayPal option. And then in restaurants, they're going to have an app that they partnered with Tabbed Out. So they're actually really getting into physical locations instead of being just an online source. A, I think it's smart, and B, I think it's for the people that aren't, necessarily always forget things like IDs and wallets and whatever. That's gonna be a good option for them because they're just so forgetful. Hopefully, they don't forget like the password or anything like that. But
I think this is a huge advantage for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it puts them, they're a trustworthy, secure way of paying for things. They have positive brand recognition, and I think that when people, forget things, it's just an easier way of paying for something and not having to worry about, fraudulent activity, or even not having to worry about using multiple credit cards. I know that everyone nowadays has a credit card between Home Depot and Kohl's and Sears, and it just gets to be too much. And if you want to just streamline everything down to one card, use your PayPal account, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a way to manage your money, and I think it's really smart for PayPal.
For real. Good job, PayPal. They're saying eBay won't, because eBay owns PayPal.
Right.
So they're saying eBay won't actually be associated with that. It's just going to be the PayPal part of it. But yeah, for real, this is actually something good. Hopefully we have more good For Reals to come up with. We kind of came up with this one last minute because
we're for real.
Seriously. All right, well, that's all we have for today. Check us out, strictlybusiness.com. On Twitter, I get Businews. Strictly Business on Facebook. All that stuff. Find us, we're everywhere. And also, this coming May, we are going to be filming our 100th episode, 100. And we're going to be doing a nice big event for us. So keep out an eye for that, and we will let you guys know when and where and what drinks we'll be serving, because
That's always fun.
yes, that makes everything a lot more fun and makes us more entertaining.
The more you drink, the better we look.
Yeah, for sure. Seriously, for real. All right, guys, we'll see you next time, and that's all I have to say.
Goodbye for now.
Bye.